reminisce. Yeah. I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October, a toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beatings cause the girl loved drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep winking. Still he won't down you or tear out your hide. On your side while the baby make a slide. But mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman a master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you, my God.
We're going to start the activity, but I want to start by asking Mr. David Grogan to go ahead and step in. He was trying to hide outside. He said we can't start without him. Everybody please stand. David.
Check it out, you got me mesmerized with your black hair and your fat ass styles. Street poetry is my everyday, but yo, I gotta stop when you drop my weight. If I was working at the club, you would not pay. Hey yo, my man Fife Diggy, he got something to say.
I like 'em brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Name is Fife Dog from the Zulu Nation. Told you in the jam that we could get down. Now let's knock the boots like the group H-Town. You got DVD all on your bedroom wall, but I'm above the limit.
I don't know if he wears close or not, but he's always around. He always looked good though, so I assume he was a Marshal. So first slide, please. Everybody knows who's Dave. My bad, that's my uncle. I really don't know how he got in there. Next slide, please. That's David right there. In Superior Court, he did court support, prisoner. He did everything. That Superior Court does that nobody else does in the United States. Next slide. David also, with the security program, was tapped also to create a team of tactical operations and assist with the objectives. You know those Puerto Ricans, they're crazy down there. Me being one of them. So he had to train, and that's all they got from David. Sitting at the table and eating, so but then again, he looks good. Look at him, he's happy. Well, I know David for, like I said, 18 years, and if you haven't seen David upset, the next slide is going to show you David. That's David upset right now. I am going to introduce, Speaker, Chief Deputy, retired, Matthew Fox. You want my glasses or you want them?
Accepted in your sight, Lord, and Lord God, may you also bless each and every person in this order. We ask that you continue to watch over David, bless him, Lord God, as he's given service to this country. We just give you honor today, right now, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
I started in the late 70s, ending in the 70s, and when David came on board, I remember he was an energetic young man, and he wanted to do a lot. And he had a lot of ambitions, and certainly that's what we wanted. We were trying to recruit African Americans, and David came through a core program where it was students, where he actually started as a student, and then got through college, and then came on board as a regular Deputy United States Marshal. And I remember his eyes were really bright, and I used to call him Bambi. But, I mean, he had that look, that look like, what's going on? I just want to be a part of it. And I'm like, David, we're going after some serious people, man. We're going after folks that will hurt you. David, let's go get them, man. Let's just do it, man. And I remember a couple of operations that we were on, and as time grew on, we started getting into the service, and David started understanding the makings of the Marshal Service, how the Marshal Service operates, and all of the different functions that we do. And for those of you out there who don't know what the Marshal Service, but we are the lead agency when it comes down to the federal court system, protecting the federal judges, issuing warrants or going after warrants, any warrants that are issued out of the court system. We do asset forfeitures. We are doing Washington, D.C. A lot of you might know, as crazy as it is, we do evictions in the Washington, D.C. area. All stuff that comes out of the federal court, the U.S. Marshals are responsible for handling the protection of the federal court system, the judicial system. Our witness protection program, as you guys, as Pablo was saying, you know, indicating those guys were witnesses or whatever, but we do that type of work, and David has worked in that area. David's worked in all the areas, from fugitive to witness security to asset forfeiture. He's done it all, and he's been a very astute, aggressive marshal that has gotten the job done. And in spite of all of the troubles that we have in the Marshal Service, and I'm sure some of you might have heard of some of the things that we go through, that we've been through in the Marshal Service, especially when you come down to the discrimination issues and stuff like that. But we persevered, and we've had some good deputy U.S. Marshals to come out of this organization. I just want to say that right now, even in our office, in this room right here, we have the first black U.S. Marshal agency assistant director, Sylvester Jones, sitting right up front here. He's the first and only African American, except for one other. So that's a great thing. Look at this audience. Look at this great crowd of witnesses in this room. All the people that have come today to say, we know this man, but I know what he went through. I know some of the hardships that he had to deal with, and even the way it ended. And so I said to him, Dave, you stand strong the same way. And now when I look today and I see the witnesses around him and I see the audience here, I say to myself, this is a man that deserves what he is getting here today. And we just all appreciate him. We appreciate what he's done. And all of the times that he's put his life on the line. And how he has stood up for many people that many of us, we don't even know about. So I say to you today that sometimes when we look, and I always try to put God in the situation. I always try to say, Lord, the word of God says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct that path. And so I try to say that in the job that I was on. I said, Lord, you know what? You guide me. And the same verdict that I got when I look here today and I see Dave sitting up here today, I said he's got the same thing. He's been able to overcome all of that. So when you guys see us as marshals, and especially the black marshals, just know that there are a lot of things that we are dealing with, but we will overcome. We shall overcome. And I tell you that today, David, you overcome and you shall continue to overcome. God bless you and thank you very much.
Good evening. We won't be quite as long, but I just want to recognize Grogan as a peer, co-worker, a mentor, and very deserving of this tribute. Just come on, Dave. This plaque is presented to you on behalf of D.C. Superior Court, to all the men and women that work at D.C. Superior Court on behalf of the U.S. Marshal Service. Thank you for your service and dedication to the U.S. Marshal Service as a friend and a mentor.
Good evening, everyone. To the honorable guests, David Grogan, good friend and colleague, and to your wonderful family. It's a pleasure to be here and participate in your tribute and ceremony recognizing your great career in the Marshal Service. I came to headquarters in 1996. It was October. I got to know Dave a lot better as I was promoted to the Judicial Security Division and got a chance to talk to him a little bit more on the know. One thing I know about Dave, he loves his family, adores his daughter, Gabianne, and we've had so many talks about family, our children, and he's had a tremendous last several months, and with some, God has blessed him tremendously with some tremendous victories in life. So Dave, it's really an honor to be here with you. When you care about someone, trust them. When they retire, you don't lose sight of them. They don't, I mean, anybody who retires that you lose sight of and they lose sight of you, you know, if something's not there, they weren't really close. So as a number of us remain in contact, some of you all who are retired, doing your own thing, maybe nothing, maybe something. And, you know, Dave, you're retired, you're doing something. But I truly hope that we continue to stay in contact, to lean on each other, to encourage each other. You've encouraged me during down times and dark times. Just because you're a boss don't mean that it's gravy every day. You know, I've had my time getting fired at as Matthew Falk, Chief Falk, a guy I've known a long time. I got a genius and stuff. Just to show you how the tables turn a little bit, Matt was talking about people who encouraged him to settle at the first offer. Well, I was stationed in the Virgin Islands for a couple of years. Matt came to stay, he was supposed to come to stay for 2 weeks. The rest was stayed for 4. I had to say he had to get up out of there. So I had to go home, but it's time to go. So he went to Puerto Rico and came back. And I still told him he had to go, but I was one of those ones that encouraged Matt to take that offer. And Matt did not take that offer. So to show you how weird life is, you know, I encourage him to kind of, you know, bow and take what was offered. He encouraged me to stay in the fight. So, you know, it's two different perspectives, true stories, and Matt, thank you for your encouragement, your support over the years, mentoring people like the great David Grogan, mentoring me. So I thank you. But David, I'm going to ask now that Marcus Walker join me, and we would not be anywhere else. I mean, I tried to make sure my schedule cleared for the night, and it was tough because we had a lot of things going, so I could be here in front of, look at this great hall. I didn't even know about this place, and before your family and friends, and to be here. So I'm actually have a second presentation. I'm going to let the Assistant Director Walker give me this. Good evening.
David Grogan, in recognition of 25 years of dedicated service with the United States Marshal Service, Sylvester Jones, Navy, WSC.
You know, we had a plaque for David, but you know, I was thinking that for this tremendous soldier, this warrior, who's dealt with adversity, who stayed prayerful, who believes in family, believes in the Marshal Service, and above all else, believes in God, I was looking for something else to get him. And so I was downstairs in the underground where our headquarters is, and I ran across this star here, and it has a star. And I saw that, and I said, this is only befitting for David Grogan as he retires from the United States Marshal Service, as he moves on, he's doing other great things, And so I bought it, and then I knew there was an engraving place close by. So I went over there, and I said, hey, can you get this done for me tonight? And I need this. And so they said, sure. You know, she said, come back in 10 minutes. So I went and got all my gear, because I was running late. I had to go home, change clothes, because I kind of dressed down today, which is not my regular. And I picked this up, David, and it's a star with our star on it. And so it has your name on it. A tribute to you. God bless you, man. Thanks for being my friend and my colleague, and thanks for your counsel about river security, because when I got there, I didn't know nothing about it. It was about protection, but not about protection of witnesses. I don't even know why I tried to be a witness for security inspector. I never thought about it. And somebody said today, a couple of days ago, they said that, you know, when people talk about witness protection, and there's a lot involved in that, they think about, well, just go get your witness a microwave oven dinner and take care of them. It's just not that simple. So thank you for your guidance to me as a boss and as a friend, and being there. I wish you you and your family all the best and continued success. God bless you. Sending you lots of love, man. He is truly a star among stars.
Thank you all for coming. I have the duty as all of presenting something to David that actually goes back to speak for all that he's done for his country, people and friends around him. And as I present to David, this certificate which is awarded to David J. Grogan in recognition of 30 years of service in the government of the United States of America. As I present this today, I want you to reflect, as we all reflect, that while I present this to you, we're not going to forget that for as much as you've done, copy praise for the people at the front table. Because they are the ones who made the decision, starting with your mother, to guide you in the right direction, to give you the moral values, the integrity to go forward to do what you do. Because without mom, there's no one. No one. So mom, we love you for being here and for allowing us to have David on the job. You know, we work so hard and we get so caught up in what we do. And it's good and refreshing, and you have to know and understand that as you go forward and you do this time, the time that you see Darby, the time that you spend with your uncle, aunt, the boys, that is precious time. And the time that you've given to the service is times that you will never ever get back. And since you can't give it back, it's always wise to take what little time you have and make the best use of it. So, you make good use of your time, and most importantly, I think we can all say, you've done the most important thing. You live the type of life, the most important type of life. When you walk away, there's two types of people we're always running to when we come through the walk of life. The person that walks through our lives and it's as if they never came through. Or you meet somebody in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, that leaves a lasting impression. Dave, you left a wonderful impression with a lot of people. I want to present this to you. Thank you for your years of service. As I present this to you, I just want to use my last little words as I give this to you. You know, I always got words to say to you about you. Even though one time you respond back to me in a dissertation email on this absolutely. I've always told you, I've never ever tried, bad habit, but I've never ever tried to tell you what it is that you wanted to hear from me. I've always told you it's more important that you need what you need to hear from me. There's a big difference between this. Because I present this to you, I'm giving this to you, but once you get this, I need you to do the most important thing. Take this and you give it to your mama and give her a hug, because she made this possible.
just come up here. Woo. Dave, could you come forward, please?
Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to
I'll share those stories coming up. I'm a friend of David's. We're colleagues from Bowie State University. We know each other since the 80s. So all the Bowie State alumni, please stand up for a minute. Just for a quick minute, all the BSU alumni. He does a shout out. This presentation is on behalf of the Mayor of Washington, D.C., Mayor Frank. I want to send this to David. And it reads, congratulations, David Grogan, United States Department of Justice. As Mayor of the District of Columbia, it is my pleasure to join you in the chorus accolade with your family, friends, colleagues, as they honor you for 30 years of service with the federal government. You are a valued and outstanding individual who has accomplished much and given to me during your tenure with the Department of Justice. You should be proud of your achievements. I commend you for all your dedication and commitment to public service. On behalf of the residents of the District of Columbia, you have my best wishes for an enjoyable retirement. Mayor Vincent Gray.
And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know.
Recognition for 24 years of dedication and loyal service to the United States Constitution.
And if you don't know, now you know. Represent the big man in the house. Junior Mafia.
By Delegate Mary Sway of Georgia County, and I'm a bully.
You know, he doesn't realize that all his gifts and everybody who called him up here and all that has been Army. You know what I'm saying? Army, U.S. Army. I haven't seen a Marine yet, right? U.S. Army. In fact, you had a colonel up here. Colonel Jones was up here. Okay, Army. Y'all away. There you go.
I'll say this when David is way down here. David and I worked together for several years. We've been knowing each other since the 1980s. I will say when this edition had to be done, when we was together, basically they depended on me. Because I always said, let's go to eat. Because I'd be like, babe, let's go. We got to hurry up and get back. He'd be like, oh, I got to eat. So every time that we did a mission together, trust me, Dave had to eat. So, but I want to present this from the House of Representatives, and I want to read this. It says, to Mr. Dave Grogan, it is with great pleasure that I congratulate you on achieving such a milestone in your life. Your 25 years of faithful and dedicated federal service to U.S. Marshal, as well as your 5 years in the U.S. Marine Corps, has been a great contribution to your country and to the continued safety and well-being of its people. Let me express my appreciation for your long-standing work ethic, which has continued throughout your career. Your legacy is an inspiration to those who wish to follow in your footsteps. And while colleagues and friends will miss your guidance and expertise, they wish you the best in all your future pursuits. As you now contemplate retirement and enter into a new phase of your life, may whichever path you take bring you fulfillment and joy. Again, congratulations to you, and with the honest regards, I am sincerely yours, senior, age 4 years.
Mr. Grogan, just want to say a few words. I spend more time on Facebook with Dave Grogan than anybody in the world. Okay. Oh, y'all have that problem too? 2 words I could describe Dave Grogan, Texas. I mean, I'm like, I'm calling you, you can't answer phone, but you text me. You have that problem too. I mean, you know, I'm just start using his word, absolutely. Oh my God. You know, I didn't know that, you know, OMG, I didn't know that what that means. I'm a dinosaur. I'm a little bit older than Dave Grogan. Less muscle. So, I've been in the Marshal service for 22 years. I started in Virgin Islands with director, Supervisor Prisoner. You know, I was in Ebony. I thought I was the person that, you know, look at all these contests and, you know, like, all my years in the Marshal service, it took me coming to DC twice, second time to DC. So that made Dave Grogan until I got to Superior Court. And I met the great Dave Grogan. And I'm going to be the next U.S. Marshal. Oh, this is the guy I need to know. This is the guy I need to be friends with. But I really got to know Dave Grogan really well. Really in the last 4 months. And me and Dave became really good friends. And I want to thank you for your friendship and while we were going to do the Supreme Court. But to me, Dave Grogan, I mean, you could call him a Marine, you could call him a cook, Boy Scout, you could call him mentor, you could call him confidant, friend. But Dave Grogan reminds me of, I saw him through some tough times, and I'm a military guy, and he reminds me of the Buffalo Soldiers. If you know the history of the Buffalo Soldiers, these guys were dedicated in protecting our freedom, especially African American freedom. And they fought, and they did their duty no matter the adversity that they went through. Kind of described Dave Grogan. He went through a lot of adversity. He made it. I'm so happy that he's retired. He took my advice. Now I got to take his. But you know, the Buffalo Soldiers, they're outstanding individual in our history, and that's who Dave Grogan reminds me. Not President Douglas. He reminds me of the Buffalo Soldiers, and that's the one who fights no matter what adversity. No matter how much they can go through wars and win, he is a true Buffalo Soldier to me. Those who served in the military, you know, the flag is more than just we pledge allegiance to. That flag is really home, you know, and it's very important. And we give flags to veterans who died in wars, or to the family. This flag is in honor of his retirement. It was flown over the Capitol flag. I'd like to read a citation from Senator Barbara McCarthy of Maryland. The flag of the United States of America. This is certified that the company of the flag was flown over the United States Capitol on November 1st, 2013 for Dave J. Grogan in honor of his retirement for 25 years in the United States Marshal Service at the request of Senator Barbara McCarthy.
Been anxiously waiting to celebrate David today. I kept coming back and saying, "Is it time yet? Is it time yet?" He said, "No, not yet, not yet." So, but I just want to say I'm very happy to be here today to celebrate with you, David. I don't know David as well as a lot of you. I'm not a U.S. Marshal. I haven't served as a U.S. Marshal. But it didn't take me long to know someone as fearless as David. He's a fearless communicator. He's an activist. He's someone of true character. He's a solid man of integrity. And when I recognized that, I said, I want to get to know that man. My name again is Tanya Ward Jordan. I'm a founder of an organization called the Coalition for Change, Inc., C4C. And you know, when you're living history, you don't know you're making history. And that's what David's been doing all along. And C4C is an organization that is a support network, but it's also a civil rights advocacy group. You know, we're blessed in this time to see our first African-American president, but we're a long way from actually seeing the dream come true. But David, through a lot of his efforts of advocacy, has been really moving things along at the U.S. Marshal Service. So today, my colleagues and I come out, Paulette Taylor, who's our Civil Rights Chair, who's sitting right there, and Terry Williams, our Financial Secretary, and then the rest of them all across the United States, David. They join me in saying congratulations and job well done. Well, I know you've been getting a lot of exercise, but you got to get a little bit more. And we have something for you. A while ago, in 2002, I happened to get an honor from Congressman Sensenbrenner. It was the No Fear Act, the Notification of Federal Employee Anti-Discrimination and Retaliation Act. They called it the 21st, the Civil Rights Bill of the century. And what I want to do today is kind of pass things along because I want to celebrate David. And so it says, the presentation reads, to David J. Grogan, No Fear Act Award, in recognition for advancing the civil and human rights of employees at the U.S. Marshal Service, presented by the Coalition for Change, Inc., November 8, 2013. Thank you.
I appreciate you as a friend and a role model and a leader in his community. And I personally give a round of applause. I wish you would join me.
Friendship is one of the greatest gifts that a good man can have. Sometimes it takes us a while to evolve, come to ourselves as men, to see the world a little different, and to see the value in our friendships a little different. Because sometimes trials and tribulations and things you experience in life suddenly cause you to jolt and stop and look around and take inventory. I am very blessed and appreciative of the gift of friendship that I've had with Grogan for 33 years. And I thought about that as I was sitting there at the table, and I thought how deep that actually flows. And I think that anybody that's known Grogan over 20 years in his friendship circles probably knows me. And anybody in my life that I've known over 20 years in my friendship circle probably knows David. With the United States Marshal Service, I am here to celebrate all of the hard work that Mother has done to prepare the path for you, because Mother is quiet. She does not really go out to serve and seek self-satisfaction and all the wonderful things that the foundation that she has laid for Daryl and David. And I've been around a long time and had an opportunity to witness it myself. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, it's 5:45, and we finally went to bed. Grogan stretched out on the couch, we're all stretched out, and I missed graduation. Well, I say all these things to say that the greatest gift that Grogan has left me with is a true gift of love. And what that true gift of love is what he has demonstrated throughout probably most of everyone's life that's actually in here. And that gift of love says that I'm willing to be patient with you. I'm willing to be kind. I'm willing to be understanding. I'm willing to be long-suffering. I'm willing to forgive you. And as I shared before, sometimes it takes a man a while to come to himself, to realize the gifts that he has right very, very close to in terms of friendship. So the greatest gift that you've given me is the gift of love through your demonstration of being kind, being forgiving, being understanding, and being alongside. So why don't we give a standing ovation to my good friend for 33 years, David Grogan.
I don't have to wait for that. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend David Grogan.
Dave? Dave?
I'm lost for words. Imagine. I'm lost for words. Maybe I can send a text real quick. That's the I'll never forget, I am a texter. I'm having a conversation with him, a very serious conversation because we would talk. He's a texter too. He didn't say anything. He sit up all hours of the night going back and forth. But he used to challenge my mind and ask me a lot of questions. He always want to know what's on my mind. You got to do that. That's just. But I never forget we texted, and I guess I must have said I'm on the way to work. So we going back and forth. I think it may have been email. So he said, did you say you was on the way to work? I said, yeah. He said, man, you just sent me a 5-page memo. And I said, oh, well. But in any event, I'm sort of lost for words. I don't know why I feel somewhat nervous. I think it's because I really have so much to say. And I know everybody is starving. I know I'm starving, my mom is starving, everybody's starving. And I think we just probably need to give me about 5 minutes and let me just let go to ADD and just get all over it. Can we do that? I think first, let me just give thanks to the people that helped put this together. Pablo is one of my colleagues from the Marshal Service. Supervisor. There is just, I'm a person that admires and telling people, they have this old saying that you're the smartest guy in the service. And I tell you, I am surrounded by some great people. Pablo is one of those people that work. He's a technical advisor to one two-star general. At work, anything come up, it's him with those. I knew he was going to do this. Pablo was the first person I thought about him and how to get it done. So I just want to thank you for everything you do. Sheila Smith, Sheila is the assistant director or executive for this facility. She's probably back in the office, but I just want to thank her because I think she took a special interest in making sure that this went over well. My bartender, Charles Smith, he kind of traumatized me a little bit. He said, man, be careful with the Fiji County. They're so strict about everything. If anything goes wrong, strict. So the whole time I'm paranoid, I'm like, oh my God. Every time she called me, I said, Sheila, please don't tell me the council. What do we need now? We get heard from the caterer. I need this, David, I need that. But I just want to probably thank you on your facility because she made this smooth for us. Sheila Smith. I think I should at this point probably introduce my family. And I have a very small family. This is it. Ain't but one person missing. My daughter. Other than that, I have a very small family. But the reality is, this is my extended family. Yeah, this is my extended family. My daughter is not here. loves plays, she loves guys, and I feel she did good. But it is in my planned a trip to New York. Take a shopping, go to plays. But it's all. She's here in spirit. She loves me. Anybody deal with any amount of comedy? Anything, I think Sylvester alluded to it. He didn't get into it. The bottom line, she lives with me, right? She lives with me.
I've seen you two on stage.
You seen us on stage, that's right. She competes, not compete, but she performs for me as a competitor. We got such a unique group of people, high school friends, college friends, Marine friends, work friends, everybody. Jefferson Days, you know, he pointed out that my daughter was performing with me, sing, dance, she's been performing with me ever since she was a little teen. Anyway, as I said, we're going to release today's Grogan movie. Let's get back to introducing myself. Over to my far right. My nephew, my oldest. My nephew, Dawson Grogan. Dawson, you want to say something? You sure? I put the top down, now it's time to floss my shit. Just keep your head up like you hurry up.
Congratulations, Uncle Dave, for all your rewards that you have earned. And thank you for bringing and inviting me.
Simply amazing. Really relive my life. Next to Dawson, my sister-in-law, she is back behind these fabulous boys. It's Miss Nicole Grogan. To her, little turn right. Next to her, right or left, I'm not sure. Her husband, my older brother. Some of y'all probably don't know. This is unique. I have such a wide network of people that my bodybuilding friends know me as a health nut. Guys like Tito I grew up with, we just eat all hours of the night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, we advance seeing both. He don't know nothing about my body weight. He never seen me in contest shape. If he said, Tito, can you tell me about Dave Grogan? He said, oh, I know what he like to eat. If you go on vacation, you can drink all day. Great guy, not what? So it's just amazing when I look at this diverse group of people. Like Tony Presley, and this guy, we started to work at 12. I think Tony probably introduced me to the idea of lifting weights. I started at 13, Tony probably started at 12. We had a band. Man, let's get moving. Anyway, my own saying hungry. Let's keep moving. To his right, my youngest nephew. Would you like to say something? And of course, my mom. I think you got always been a firm believer that old-fashioned, behind every good man is a phenomenal woman, even if it's his mom. What do you think? To her right. He's a good family friend. Waiting to marry my uncle. One of these woman ceremonies, he gonna marry me. I like people who just speak their mind. We don't. I think it was my stepdad's funeral. We're gonna go up. When are you gonna marry me? Lisa, my uncle's high school girlfriend, actually. His high school girlfriend, let's leave it at that. To her right is his mom for Donald. A lot of folks don't even know Donald, but believe it or not, Donald played plays a significant role in raising me and my brother. Donald is my mother's youngest, only brother, but her younger brother, and she had a role in raising him. He had a role in raising us as he was up in I think from that's my uncle Donald. And we have food coming. Let's keep the food coming. We need to party, but we're going to be partying about 10 o'clock. But anyway, let me just talk a little bit briefly about my career. Like you all heard, I started in 1988 at Louis State as a co-op student. And I tell you, it was fascinating. When I started as a co-op student, I look out, there's some people, Centoria and Sandra Loud, and folks that with me as a kid. When we used to work at job fairs, because I used to get involved even as a kid. Like I do, the first thing I do on the job, I just get immediately involved. But I started in '88. I was a co-op student, and one of the things back then for the young guys, the young deputies, and the sharp guys, all the sharp young deputies, fellas, give y'all a shout out. But the young guys, got what I thought about them. But anyway, I started young, and now it's been 25 years. But when I came on, we were like a family, you know. And when I look out here and I see some of the guys that go way back, why don't we stand up? If y'all were there from the beginning, when I first got there, why don't we stand up? Let me stand up, just so we can see from the beginning. Come on, Carmine. Yeah. Jill Cash was my training person when I first started. And then later on down, more recently, she actually worked for me. But she was the first to train me and everything, and like I told my mom, we got so many mother figures here. She never even met Ronnie Boyd. I'm doing okay, Ronnie. I told Ronnie, please don't let me have know. She should stay like a Jill Cash. Ronnie Boyd. I mean, it's fascinating, my extended family. So I went on in '88 as a co-op student, and in 1990 I became on regular deputy, went to the academy. I spent 2 years. I think in 1990 is when I met Matthew Fall, 91. And Matthew Fall had a bad reputation. Everybody said bad mouth. Nobody liked Matthew Fall. So I'm not judgmental. I'm not going to make a judgment call on a person until I meet them. Anybody knows me knows how. It doesn't matter if you don't like this person. Let me decide what I like. So I got a chance to meet Matthew, and I tell you, the guy is incredible. I would say to this day, for the young guys that are traffic fugitives, I got a text today, said y'all were bringing in some homicide suspects. But during my time, Matthew Fogg, he didn't get much into it, but Matthew Fogg was probably one of the best fugitive hunters in the world. Let me just say that for you. One of the best fugitive hunters in the world. Absolutely. And I learned a lot from Matthew. I learned a lot from Matthew from the beginning. He was a fighter. He was on his own schedule. He didn't care. Come in anytime, work all hours of the night. We work for free. On a Friday night, I'm like, can I go home? Nah, we got the people we got to get tonight. So I had my experience early on was great. The older guys, Carmichael and Perry, these guys were Reverend Mennonite. I said that to him. He said, damn, I ain't heard that in years. Bob Johnson used to carry a big ass gun all the way down the side. And when I was a student, it was so impressionable because guys, see, we used to work once in suits. Young fella, yeah, we worked once in suits because you knew who the marshals were. They were the sharpest guys in the courthouse. Zach, where you at, Zach?
Hello. Hello. Yeah, he's here. He's talking.
Oh. Yeah, but we work once in suits, and then nowadays, these guys, you should see them when they go out. Come on, have you seen these young guys? Are they going to Afghanistan just to pick up a parole violator? They got on helmets and bats, and it's amazing. I'm young, but I'm a part of this generation. I'm a part of old school guys. And I came back to Superior Court in 2007, and they go to court in combat gear. You knew who the marshals were. They're the sharpest guys in the courtroom. So when I was at Bowie State, I used to wear a suit every day. What? I played football, and the boy, I used to bang them heads on that field. And then I put my suit on because I wanted to be like them. Them guys wore suits, and I always tell young people, whoever you want to be like, emulate them. If you want to be the president, dress like the president. If you want to be a president, dress like them. And that's how I always operated. I used to wear suits because they wore suits because they had to cover up the guns. Even though Bob Johnson, your gun, he had a gun hanging all the way down past his sleeve. You still have it. I know you do. But I love them guys because that was really a family. I don't know if it was Carmack. What I liked about Carmack was raised hell. We would hit houses, and he would say, David, watch this. Because sometimes most of law enforcement, let's be honest, they're nuts. But these guys, they weren't nuts. It was just fun. Craig giving lectures and speeches to me. I mean, brilliant guy. He would say, David, watch this. We go in there and raise hell. God damn, get everybody get out on the floor. I'm stupid. Carmack will hand me the gun, David, you watch the door. Because back then, there was just no rules. I'm standing the door, watching the door, he in there raising, everybody get on the floor, blah, blah. What are you doing? Then he'll call me in on the porch and say, we all get laughing just like this. Laughing, people sprawled out on the floor. I mean, it's fascinating, you know, my network. So then I went on to the Witness Security Division, and I got to acknowledge Sylvester Jones. I tell you, Sylvester, for the man to be the highest ranking African American in the United States Marshal Service, you talking about humble? But the reality, as he mentioned, when he came to Witness Security, he didn't know nothing about it. I did. I've been there my whole life. So that's how Sylvester and I got to talking, because Sylvester would ask me. He trusted my opinion on just about anything. If he wasn't sure, he would always ask me, and then sometimes we would get into debates about things. And sometimes I would go in the debate, Sylvester, how did you know this guy? But 2 days, man, I've been there for 10 years. You just tell me, you know. Well, we would have this candid conversation, and I tell you, about anything. I mean, this guy, I love guys that are true men. He ain't caught up on no ego. That guy helped everybody. You're probably responsible for 98% of any African American just beyond the GS-13 level. Yeah, because he take a stand. So I got to, you know, props out to you. So I did that for 15 years. Then I came back to the courts, and I did all kinds of stuff in the courts. And I just developed a huge network of people that obviously we see. We've got great mentors, got great people. I mean, now Judge Jackson. Judge Jackson is mentor, friend, just good, smart. And I go to that guy, ask him something, I'm shivering. Judge Jackson, remember when I did my, what did I do this time? I had to write something that was Marshal, President appointed, Marshal position. And I had this thing I've written, I spent all that kind of hours writing it. You need to give it to Judge Jackson. He said, he's bad and said, David, what is this supposed to be? Is this dissertation or what is this supposed to be? This doesn't seem like what they're probably doing. But I love Judge Jackson because anytime the guy is brilliant, you know, and I don't mind, you know, that's how you learn. You know, if you're the smartest person in your circle is way too small. It's way too small. So in any event, Pablo has given me the cue. David, time is running out. I just really want to thank everybody. I have been through a journey. I don't mind touching on a little bit. You know, this is all God's work for us to be here today. Would y'all know, not less than 5 months ago, I was unemployed. What? Unemployed? Look, that's my OPM contact. My OPM contact. I was unemployed. I didn't have health insurance. I went to get the medication. They said, Mr. Grogan, your health insurance expired. I got custody of my daughter. She signed up and enrolled in a school that cost $25,000 a year. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to pay to go have a job. But in a short period of time, you know, this is how God works. You know, we turn this thing around because God has taken me through a journey. We can talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Tanya, huh? You know? Well, you know what these people did? Folks stopped paying me for like 7 months. Stripped me of my top secret clearance. Medically disqualified me from my position. Put the GPS on my car to track me down. They investigated me for years. And then finally, after you stopped paying me for 8 months, girl, you ready to talk settlement? You got no top secret. Oh, by the way. Proposed, what do they call it, HB? Remote means fired. Proposed fired. I'm proposed fired. Wait a minute. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. This has been a journey for me. I am retired. I am employed with a phenomenal organization. I'm a corporate security manager with Center for Naval Analysis. I am much more cut out for corporate America. I love my job. I'm young, fresh. Full benefits, retirement, love job, the whole 9 y'all. It wasn't that long ago. This is God's word. It wasn't that long ago that I was at, I don't know if I was rock bottom, but, you know, it wasn't that much. So anyway, I'm going to close with this. Thank you all. Please, let's get some good fun. Let's eat. I know everybody's starving. Let's party. Whoever's out of town, we partying all weekend. So let's figure out what we can do tomorrow night. And the after party is strip club. I'm sorry, the after party night. I got to drive. George Bass.
I'm going to tell on, Dave.
Anyway, thank you all. Please, let's get something to eat. Let's have fun. Everybody stay in touch. In the party favors, we got my contact information. Stay in touch. Thank you all for everything. Have fun. Let's get it in. We got about another hour and a half. Thank you all. Help me out, man. Help me out. You got me. I know you do. I know you do. You gotta know. Not Rick. Now you shut up, bud. Oh, yeah. What's going on, baby? Thank you.
Doing my work.
Absolutely. Back to work. 15. It's work is a paper school. Old school fella. I'm sorry if I stopped. How you doing? Thank you.
Celebrating retirement party right up here in the BC ballroom. Shout out to all the U.S. Marshals, keeping us safe. Yeah, you should hear. Got your red, you got the t-shirts. As we speak it.